Hello my friends, this is Felipe Coelho and welcome again to the channel. Thank you so much for the growth that this channel has presented because of you guys out there who seem to have been enjoying the content that I make. And since I've had many requests recently to present a more basic content for those of you who are starting out on the guitar, I decided to make a video on a very fundamental subject about learning music. It is how to learn by ear and how to learn fast by ear. Some people have a hard time doing that. Some people say that it depends on you having a talent, being born with a talent, and some people say there's no method. Either you have a talent or you don't. But I'm here to tell you that it has nothing to do with a talent. And yes, there is a specific method that can get you step by step how to learn music pretty fast. So let's get started. The first step is listen to the bass. That means that if you're using a cell phone, you might want to grab your headphones, because the cell phone tends to not reproduce the low end of a recording very well. So you might want to grab your headphones or put the desired song in a stereo so that you can hear the bass. Let's take, for example, the tune Under the Bridge from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is a famous tune, I think back in the late 80s, and it's a tune that I really like. So the bass line, I'm going to sing it for you. It starts like this. Boom, dum, 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 dum. So the second thing you want to do is use the pause button. Use the pause button immediately after you hear the pitch that you're looking for. The reason why you want to do that is because if you let the song keep playing, the pitch that you're looking for might get lost and confused amongst the next chords. So using the pause button is like taking a photo. It's like freezing sound in your brain. So as soon as you hear the pitch, you pause that button and you try to take a mental picture of that pitch. Third step is sing it back to yourself. That is just for you to be sure that you know exactly what the pitch is you're looking for. If you can sing it, you're much more likely to find it fast. And singing is a basic ability that if you feel like you don't know how to sing, it's definitely something that you want to invest on. Try singing a pitch. Grab your guitar or whatever instrument, play a pitch and try to sing it back. That's one of the most important basic things that you can do to develop your musical abilities. So sing the pitch with me. And then now the fourth step is you're going to go step by step on the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale means every note. Every note. And you're going to go step by step until you match that pitch. So here we go. No, 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 no. Almost, almost. Found it. And then finally, the fifth step is simply this. You're going to learn the shapes of major and minor chord on the guitar, and you try one or the other. I can already tell you the major chord usually sounds very happy and the minor chord sounds sad. But I'm not even going to get theoretical with you to tell you how to build a major and a minor chord. Let's just learn the shapes so that we can get that shortcut and go straight to the business. So basically on the guitar, let's consider there being two basic shapes for major and minor chord. First of all, don't consider this 7th string right here. Don't get confused by it, okay? So we're gonna do a 6th string shape of major and minor chord, and then a 5th string shape of major and minor chord. And then you simply try those and see which one. If the major doesn't work, the minor is going to work. So here we go. For the 6th string, I'm going to grab the G note. I'm going to teach you the basic shape of the major chord. This is a bar chord, and it's a major chord. Just take a good look at it, and that's all you have to do. This shape right here, as opposed to the piano, the advantage of the guitar is that you can use the same shape for whatever pitch, and it constitutes a major chord wherever you are. F major, F sharp, G, G sharp or A flat, A major, and so on. And then the minor chord, all you have to do is simply take this finger out, and then you got a minor chord. It might take you a little bit of strengthening once you start doing bar chords, but it's just a matter of angle. There's not really much strength necessary. Just try it for a few days and you should be able to get it. And this is the minor chord. And I'm going to give you a little more information there just so you know it. This little note that we move back a fret from here to the bar is called the third. Here is a major third. and here is a minor third. And that is the only difference between a major and minor chord. The major chord has a major third. And the minor chord, that's it. And now, to finalize, on the 5th string, let's take the C note for instance. I'm going to use the major shape right here, and the minor shape. Pause the video real quick and copy this shape right here. I'm going to show you different angles. This is how I'm playing it. This is a minor shape and this is the major shape. And again, that little note that changed is the major third. Major third, minor third. And that's all you need to know to find out most music by ear. So now let's sing again the pitches from the song. I'm going to sing for you the bass line. Bum, 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 bum. Now we already know the first one. Bum, that's the E note. This is also something you might want to do. It's not necessary to learn songs by ear, but it's definitely something that it's a basic knowledge that you want to acquaint yourself with. It's basically knowing the names of the notes on the neck. So I know this is an E because I came from the A string. And all you need to know is that between E and F, there's no half step. And between B and C, there's no half step. All the rest of the notes have a half step or a sharp note between. So I have A sharp, B, immediately the C, and then C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And then now I'm going to find the next note. Bum, bum. Pause and think about that pitch. Bum. Now find it. There it is. It's the B note. And then bum. Seems to be very close. Is it above or below from the B? The next one, bum. It's higher. So that's the kind of question you want to ask yourself. Is it higher or lower than where I am? Because that's the direction you want to move towards. So bum. Found it. So far I have this. Ba, bo, ba, bo. Now I need to find that one. So let's start on the A open string. I just randomly used the A string, but I could have used the E string. Let's look for it on the E string just to prove that point that you can find a note on any string. So I'm going to use the E string. And I'm looking for ba. So ba. Found it. So I got E, B, C sharp, and A. And now I'm going to just do a trial and error method. There's no ear involved here. I'm not going to try to guess correctly. I'm simply going to play a major chord or a minor chord on top of each of these basses and see whatever works. So on E, what if I started in a minor chord? Sometimes I feel it's not the right chord. And now this definitely works better because the melody, as you can tell, or maybe you can't tell, but I'll tell you, the melody starts on the major third. Sometimes I feel. So it is the E major chord. I simply put an E major here because I tried the E minor first and it did not work. Now the next chord is a B major. Sorry. Now the next chord is on the B bass. Let's try B minor. Sometimes I feel it's not quite right. Well, how about try the major, see if it sounds better. I think it sounds much better. So, sometimes I feel, and I could apply this major, B major over here if I want to. Because I know this is the B note. E, F, G, A, B. Try B major. So I have this. Sometimes I feel like I don't. Going on. The next note I had on the bass was C sharp, so I'm going to apply either the C major, sounds like in a totally different key, so how about C sharp minor? Let's try it. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a... So that works much better. And then finally, this note right here. Let's apply the A minor. Don't have a partner. Not really. Don't have a partner. This is the correct chord because you can tell by ear if you compare it to the recording. So that's a basic method. Of course, there's more to it. There's a few more steps that you want to take if you want to deepen yourself into this knowledge. One of these steps is simply learn the harmonized natural scale. In other words, the Greek modes. That is the mapping of a basic key major or minor. We call it natural, a natural key. I do have a video that explains to you each one of these modes step by step, even considering the half and whole step division in between each one of the chords. So you can watch that video in order to learn this. And just one more thing that you might want to consider, that would be one more step taken into deepening this knowledge, is considering that sometimes some chords may be inverted. So that means that an inversion is when the bass of the chord is no longer on the root, but it is on the third or the fifth. A basic chord is made of tonic, third, and fifth, and the bass sometimes, most times, is on the tonic, but sometimes it's on an inversion. So if you want to, let me know here in the comments that you want me to record a lesson showing you the basic shapes of inversions of chords, major and minor, and I can do that, but only if you respond. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. This is the end of the lesson. I hope you have taken something from it. But I'll tell you, I have learned hundreds of tunes simply by using this method. First, learn the bass, sing the pitch, pause the recording, search on the neck, and apply the major or minor chord. That is going to get you through 90% of the music out there. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and see you next time.